Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for watching. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So today I'm officially going to pick up my makeup and start playing with it again. It has been months. I live in the Midwest and it has been super hot. This is like the 7th week in a row we have been in this heat wave, and me personally, as much as I love makeup, I do not play in makeup when it's this hot, because when you go outside, you just feel like if you're having a meltdown. I'm not doing a full glam today because it's way too hot for that. I live in the Midwest, like I said before, and it's triple digits today. So all I did is took a shower. I didn't even lotion my skin because it's just too hot. And I just decided to come on here and do a light beat and just talk to you guys, you know, be a bit more transparent. So here we go. So let me do my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back from doing my brows, and let me tell you guys, it was a struggle. Why? It's been a while since I actually did my brows, because like I said, I have not been doing makeup at all, not even my brows. So it took me a little while to at least get it looking decent. Anyway, we're gonna keep moving on. I'll try and remember to mention the products that I use as I go. This video is not really about the products I'm using. To be honest, for the past few months, I have not been buying new makeup, so I'm just using what I have in my stash. Nothing has really been calling out to me when I go on Sephora or Ulta, or even when I'm walking around in the stores. I haven't really bought anything for a while. So I did my eyebrows using the Benefit Precise brow pencil in the shade number 4, and I just cleaned it up using the NARS soft matte concealers in the shade Amande on top and caramel below. Moving on to the what's next. Yeah, it's a struggle. You guys are gonna watch me struggle today to do my makeup. What's next? Primer. Let's do that. Primer. I'm going to prime my lids using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance just on the eyelids, since it's so warm outside and my eyelids get a bit oily when it's this hot. And I also put it under my eyes and in my smile lines just to prevent any creasing. So where have I been? I have moved from Illinois over to Missouri, which is the next state over. I don't really like it over here so far. I'm still transitioning, I'm still adjusting, but I'm making it work for now. Let me tell you guys, moving is hard work, especially when you're doing it by yourself. My husband couldn't be around for the process, so I had to do it on my own. Living out of boxes was horrific for me because I'm a very organized person. So seeing boxes here, there, and everywhere was driving me literally nuts. So I was not filming for a while because I really wanted to get my place in order, at least functional, so I could do anything. Your girl have been packing up to move and then unpacking as I got over here in Missouri and getting myself together. And this is not all that I do. I also have a 9-to-5, and we're in the peak of our busy season right now, so I've been doing a lot of overtime. The good thing about moving on into Missouri is that I am just a few minutes away from my office now, so it don't take me that long to get there. So I'm closer to my job. That's the only great thing about it. However, I'm still adjusting to the state. That's where I have been for the past few months, is selling the house and moving over to Missouri. Shit like that. I mean, everyone is moving right about now, so I'm just priming my skin with my Laura Mercier pure canvas primer in the blurring one. Plus, my skin needed a much needed break. In the last few videos that I posted, I was telling you guys about my skin, that I really thought that, you know, it was adult acne I was going through, but the foods that I eat and stuff like that, because I was thinking it was the sweets and stuff like that, because I know when I have my cravings and I kick in right before that time, I go hard on sweets like cake and chocolates and junk food. So I switched up my diet a bit and started to focus more on a plant-based diet to see if that will help with my skin issues. That didn't work for a while, especially around my chin area. Then it moved up to under my nose, then my cheeks, and then lastly it started coming out of my forehead. I kept changing different products. I bought more skincare products from Sephora, and I changed up my skincare routine. I bought gentler products, that because I'm thinking, okay, probably I have sensitive skin, or probably my skin is going through a change or something. So, I tried so much different things, and whatever I did, no matter what I eat, drank more water, it was just getting worse and worse and worse. So I was to the point, okay, I'm not going to touch my makeup. Besides the heat, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to touch my makeup. Just focus on just skincare. So that's what I did. Today I'm going to use my NARS. What is this? One of their newer lines. It's very sheer. Some type of reflection. I'll just put the name of it below because I can't remember the name of the shit. I can't remember. Anyway, just put like 2 squirts. So I don't want too much foundation on my skin. And I'm just going to use a brush to apply this in the center really, and then brush it out. I'm not going for that full coverage look today. Anyway, back to my skin issues. So I realized these bumps or these pimples, after a while, they will burn. Not the way an acne pimple would burn. I mean, sometimes at night, this burning sensation would literally wake me up out of my sleep because it literally felt like my skin was on fire, and I didn't understand what the hell was that. I knew something was wrong. I'm like, this could never be acne. Acne does not feel this uncomfortable. So I thought maybe it was probably a new product I'm using. So I backed off of using everything at that point. Just cleanse, tone, moisturize, and I was out the door, literally. Oh, and if I'm going outside, I'll use SPF, of course. So every time I felt this burning sensation, I get more pimples. So I knew when more I was having like another breakout or episode or something, because my skin will go through this burning sensation, and when I look in the mirror I would see more bumps. So that started to freak me out. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make an appointment to the dermatologist and see what the hell is going on. So went to the dermatologist and I told him my symptoms and stuff like that and how it felt right before it came out, and he gave it one look and said, it's adult acne rosacea. I'm like, what? People my skin don't get rosacea? This was new for me. I have been battling rosacea breakouts for a while now, and I didn't even know that's what it was because I thought it was regular acne. So right away, he put me on some antibiotics, however you guys say it. 60-day supply. I had to take one every day. I'll try and remember the name of the antibiotic. It's something with D-dicycline or something, whatever. I had to take one a day every day for 60 days. And some prescription topical creams and stuff like that I had to use at night and one in the day. And he had me switched over, stop using all those fancy products that I was using, and I was just using this cleanser. If I can get it to focus. Can you see? Hold on. Different. And this is all I have been using on my skin, just the cleanser, not even a toner for the past 3-4 months. Just the cleanser, lotion, sunscreen, and I am out the door. And this is the best I have ever seen my skin. I guess in conjunction with the oral medication, this has been the best. Right within 1 week, I seen a huge difference in my skin. The burning sensation went away within 2 days or so, and the pimples stopped from coming up, at least as frequent as it was. I'm nearing that time, so this is what this is. But other than that, everything else is literally gone. So dark skin people do get rosacea. It's just harder to see because of our complexion. It's not as visible because one of the key signs of the rosacea was so red. But like I said, with our complexion, it's harder to tell, but we do get it. Some people believe people of our complexion do not need to use sunscreen. That's a lie. We need to protect our skin. And with the medication that I'm on, I have to wear sunscreen constantly because my skin is very sensitive now to the sunlight. I decided to give, that's one of the other reasons why I decided to put on brushes, put on the makeup, all the fancy face masks, fancy cleansers, fancy toners, scrubs, everything. I dropped it all and just cleansed my skin. And this cleanser, it doesn't foam or anything. It's a non-soapy, non-foaming cleanser. It's very, very gentle. It's about $19-20 in the pharmacy, but it's totally worth it to me. This is what my skin needed. It needed that break. Now that it's looking like this, I'm like, let me just come on here and talk to you guys, give you guys an update, because who knows, someone else might be experiencing the same thing and they're thinking like what I was thinking, it was just acne, and it's not acne. If you're trying different methods and it's not working, go to a dermatologist. They would advise you what's best for your skin. And I have no regrets making that decision, because till now I would have still been buying different products, putting myself in so much more expense, because these products are not cheap. Sometimes it's just, my point is, sometimes it's just good to just drop everything and let nature take its course and let it heal itself. So I needed those weeks, those couple months, just taking a break from even makeup, besides in the heat, like I said, just taking a break and let my skin heal itself, relax itself. Going in with my damp beauty sponge by Morphe, I'm just gonna bounce this along my skin and remove the excess product that doesn't need to be there. Although it's very light, nothing really is coming out on the sponge, but we just want our skin to look like skin, you know what I mean? I hope you guys are staying safe. I see COVID is on the rise again, along with this monkeypox. I mean, it's like we just can't seem to catch a break from one thing to the next. It's like they're trying to keep us inside. I don't know what's happening with this world. And then the heat is outrageous globally. I mean, what is happening? Seriously. I'm just going to do some light color correcting with my Fenty concealer in the shade 420. This is close to my skin shade, so it's a little bit on the eyes to hide any darkness. A bit around the nose, around the mouth. This is just going to neutralize any discoloration that may be there. So back with my sponge again, just remove the excess and to blend it into that foundation. Now we're looking totally washed out. I'm going to highlight the center of my face with my other Fenty concealer in the shade 370. And I'm going to use this under my eyes. Not too much. Like I said, we're not going for a full glam look today, just something light. Center of the nose, a little bit on the forehead. And the chin. We're just brightening the center of our face. And I'm going to use a different brush for this. A different blending brush. I'll do the eyes last. yeah, so to me, it's so damn scary. I mean, we're now starting to get to come back outside and do things, but COVID is still here. I have a feeling we're just going to end up being back inside again, which I personally don't mind. I'm a homebody. Sorry to all you extroverts out there. I'm an introvert, so I don't mind being inside. I really don't. I love working from home in my pajamas. To me, I get the best work done when I'm very relaxed, but that's just me. Moving back to this moving situation. Like I said, I'm in Missouri now, but I am closer to my job, and that's the most positive thing for me in this journey. But I'm still trying to like the state of Missouri. It's totally different to Illinois. I didn't live in the busy part of Illinois like Chicago. I lived in the boondocks, if you want to call it. It was very quiet, very woodsy. After a long hard day from work, I go home, it's very quiet, and I relax and watch nature. Yeah, I'm very young old, if you want to call it that, that's fine. It was very relaxing to me, especially when it's winter. Missouri is more like New York. It's more city-like, and I think that's why I'm having a hard time adjusting, because it's busier than where I was in Illinois. And not that I don't like the city life, I lived the city life for so long in New York. I lived like 13, 14 years in New York. After a while, I just got fed up and I was ready for a change. So I left New York, started life over, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I learned to appreciate the more quiet side of life. It was just so relaxing. I love that change. I don't know, the older you get, you start to see things differently, to me personally. And I've been finding that about myself, that the things that I used to like when I was younger, I do not like anymore. It's always going out to clubs and partying every weekend and stuff. It's like, after a while, it just came so redundant to me. I decided to make a change. Like I said, I left New York, I got married and started over. And during that transition, I found myself. I found more of who I am and what I liked, and I realized that hey, there's more to life than just partying and all this. I learned to appreciate my own space, which was big. It's so big for me now. I learned to appreciate my own company and my own space. So I think that's why I'm having a hard time adjusting here in Missouri, because it reminds me so much of the city life. You know, it's always a siren here or some loud noise there. I miss the quietness, the stillness that I had in Illinois. I'm gonna set those areas with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade number 2, which I need to eventually re-up on because I finally hit pan. I'm just applying this powder in the areas where I applied that lighter concealer. Every Sunday I would do this self-maintenance. You know, this is the way I treat myself at the end of the week before I start my new work week. I would normally give myself a spa day. I've been doing this since I was like 17, 18 years old. So I relax most of the day. I do my body care, skincare wise. I would do facials where I pull out my facial steamers and all these things and give myself a deep clean, you know, skincare. You know, skincare is big for me. And Since I have not been doing that for months, like I said, since I gave my skin that break because I didn't know what was happening. Yeah, this is the results, and there's no regrets here. I don't know if I'll go back to doing all that I would normally do every weekend, because I think my skin is doing much better without all those products, to be honest. I mean, what are your thoughts? What do you think? You know, you live, you learn. You know, I realize now that all these extra steps is not mandatory, it's not necessary at all. At least for me. So yeah. I am going to use my JUVIA'S Place, my bronzing palette. I'm gonna mix both shades. I'm just gonna bronze the skin. I mean, it's nice and summery outside, so get that sun-kissed look. I feel like I'm doing everything out of order because I haven't done this in such a while. I feel like I'm trying to figure out what's next. So if I look kind of confused, that's exactly why, because I haven't played around with my makeup in such a long time. So I'm gonna go in next with my blush. I'm using Bella Blush, one of my favorite blushes, as you guys know, just on the apples of my cheeks. Blend it into that bronzer. You guys remember this? This has been out for a while. This is from the Balm. So I use this. It's one of the most natural highlighters that I have. It just looks like a glow from within, and I love that. And the high points of my cheekbones. Bring it up to the edge of the eyebrows. You guys know I love doing that. Do I want to do eyeshadow? Don't know. Do you want to? No, you don't want to. Do you have to? No, you don't have to. Oh, one eyeshadow. We're just gonna throw in some lashes and keep that fresh looking look for this video. I'm gonna throw in some lashes and be right back. Lashes is on. It's just something that I've been using. I didn't open a new lash. I mean, I just wanted a fresh look, just to make my eyes pop a little bit. No eyeshadow today. I'm just gonna put on some mascara on my bottom lashes just to balance everything off, so my top lid wouldn't look so heavy. And I like using thicker mascara formulas for my bottom lash line, so my top lashes look so heavy, just to balance things off, you know what I mean? See the difference? Make it look nice and wispy. For my lips, I'm going to keep it neutral. Line my lips using the JUVIA'S Place KOLA pencil. This is one of my favorite staple pencils. It's so neutral and it goes with so many skin tones as well as lip colors. And I'm using the JUVIA'S Place lip color. I don't know the name. Looks like this. It's a neutral pink color in the center of the lip. And I'm going to give it a little bit of shine using one of NYX's butter glosses in the shade Sugar High. So guys, this brings us to the end. This is my full face of my go-to summer makeup routine right now because it is so hot. I will wear the minimalist. Might be a lot for some. That's okay. But this is what I do, what I'm comfortable with, what I call the least amount of makeup. It's a nice, fresh look. You look put together and it's perfect for any and every occasion. And this is definitely one of them. I mean, how could you say this isn't cute? I mean, seriously. So I want to give you guys a little clip to show you guys how beautiful and versatile this makeup look is. As light and airy as it is, look how beautiful this goes on a professional scale. I mean, how glamorous is this? It's not too much. It's just perfect. Anyway, it was nice catching up with you guys. I plan to be on here a little bit frequently. I'm not going to jinx myself by saying that. Every time I say that, life happens and gets in the way, and then I have to come back on here in a few more months when I say that. So I'm just going to end it by saying see you guys in the next one. Please stay safe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye.